You're listening to the What the Wrestling Podcast, the show that brings you all things wrestling with your host, RJD.
Oh, you already know what time it is. Welcome. AEW review. Welcome to What the Wrestling. We about to get this AEW Dynamite review underway 1 week before winter is coming. Perfect. Let's look at the socials, baby. That's right, that's right. If you want to follow me, which you should, RJD, follow me. RJD10K on Instagram, RJ699 on Twitter, RJD199 on Snapchat. But most importantly, follow What the Wrestling on Facebook and YouTube and TikTok. Also, don't forget, we are on Anchor and Anchor and Spotify, and we will be on Apple Music, all What the Wrestling. In case you didn't know, now you know. Now, let's go. Yes, yes, yes. Tis I, RJD here. Welcome to What the Wrestling. This is your AEW Dynamite review, December 8th, 2021, live from the UBS Arena, New York, Long Island, New York, home of MJF. This was a good show, but first things first, I have breaking news. By the time this comes out, it will be probably around 12 o'clock in the afternoon on December 9th. So, about 15 minutes ago, Fightful Select, Sean Ross Sapp reported on Twitter that WWE has come to the release of Jeff Hardy. They have let him go. That is crazy. Wow.
Surprise, motherfucker.
That's crazy and alarming at the very same time. Jeff Hardy, in case you didn't know, they were at a house show recently, and Jeff Hardy walked out of the ring. He was getting beat down in a match between the Bloodline and McIntyre, Woods, and himself. He was getting beat down, got the hot tag to Drew McIntyre, calmly got out of the ring after the hot tag and walked out through the crowd with security following him. There was a lot of speculation as to why that happened. Maybe he wasn't okay. Maybe they was saying that he looked sluggish during the match. But, I mean, from the little clip that I saw, it looked regular, but I'm not in there. I'm not a wrestler. I wouldn't know. They would know better than me. But it just sucks because he left, and then next thing you know, he walks out. So that was weird. And then Fightful Select also tweeted out that WWE offered Jeff rehab and he declined it. So maybe that is why they released him. Craziness. I'm not going to speculate on what happened. I don't know what's going on. All I do know is that if Jeff Hardy's in a bad place or something's going on with him, I hope that he gets well soon. We all know what's going on with Moxley due to Tony Khan sharing it with us because Moxley allowed him to. I don't know what's going on with Jeff. Nobody knows but the people involved in that situation. And I hope dearly that if he does need help, he gets it. And if he is in a bad place, he climbs himself out of it and, wrestling aside, wrestling comes secondary to life. So if something's going on in his life and he does need help, hopefully he gets the help that he needs. He reaches out to the people he needs to reach out to. He has his family, wife, kids, everything. Hopefully he's okay. That's the most important thing. Not thinking about AEW, not thinking about anything else. I just hope that that brother is okay. And that's really all I can say about that situation. Now, back to AEW. AEW was in Long Island, and we opened up with MJF's music hitting. And man, MJF got the hometown treatment, hometown crowd cheering the hell out of him. Next thing you know, it's not MJF, it's CM Punk. Oh, swerve.
You stupid.
Nope.
And it was crazy because we all thought, including me, I was thinking, okay, MJF's coming out. It's his hometown. You know he's going to cut a hometown promo. Shut up, cat. I fed you already. Leave me alone. You know he's going to cut a hometown promo and he's going to be like, listen, I'm better than you, and you know it. But instead, they swerve us all and have MJF music hit and have CM Punk do what MJF would have normally done. That was great. CM Punk got booed out of the building. Effectively, he was heel for the night because the crowd didn't give a shit. They were going to boo the hell out of him. They were going to cheer MJF. I will say that this first half an hour of Dynamite was very, very interesting and intriguing. I loved it. It was awesome. And I was very, very happy with this first half an hour of Dynamite with all the MJF stuff. So CM Punk comes out, totally shits on the Long Island, the New York Islanders.
Hadouken!
Totally shits on the city of Long Island.
Hadouken!
This is your guy. I offered to fight him, but you know, that's what we do in Chicago. I was like, oh my goodness, he attacked the Islanders. He kept going back to that a little bit too much. I know, you know, low-hanging fruit. You want to go the cheap heat route, that's fine. CM Punk, we all know he could talk. So I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. He talked about, I can't give Britt Baker a compliment because because of her accomplishments. I have to give her a compliment because I want to get in her pants, right? So he went in on MJF. He's like, but that's your guy. This incel, that's your guy. Then he said, it's getting a little hot in here. Took off the hoodie and you see the 4 Pillars shirt, but instead of MJF, it's Britt Baker. That was awesome.
Hadouken!
So he just, you know, he was throwing out, he was spitting hot fire. You know, he was spitting hot fire. And I was all here for it. So with that being said, he kept cutting the promo. He did say that he has his eye on the AEW championship. So presumably, whoever wins this feud between these two will be going on to fight Hangman Page next. Or they'll be next in line to fight Page, which is fine by me. He challenged him to a match tonight. And he said he doesn't think he would do it. And he ended the promo, dropped the mic, and got up out of there. Now listen.
Yoga fire!
My man was spitting hot fire, and CM Punk is great. Great promo, great swerve. I loved the fact that Punk was kind of surprised. He looked kind of surprised, like, oh, these motherfuckers really hate me on Long Island. Okay, I got something for y'all. Even he said it. I was kind of seeing how you guys will react. Now that I know you like this guy, I'm going to shit all over you. This was great. Great stuff by Punk. Punk's Punk is Punk. And what followed this was great as well. We then had the Dynamite Ring Battle Royal. And the participants, Lee Moriarty, Will Hobbs, Matt Hardy, Jay Lethal, Ricky Starks, Leo Rush, Dante Martin, Lee Johnson, Wardlow, Frankie Kazarian, MJF, and Matt Sydal. Nobody got an entrance, but we went to break. We came back from break with a MJF video package talking about his high school, bigging up all his accomplishments, inflating them like his accomplishments, honestly.
It's over 9,000!
He had like 9,000 accomplishments because because they bigged up how great he was. He held the record for this, and he never got pinned in wrestling, and he was this and that and this. Put on the jacket from his high school wrestling days. Then he came out to a huge hometown pop, came down. Everybody loved him. That was great. And he was like, come on, Punk. You know, Punk used to do this shit. Come on, Punk. You know, so that was awesome. And then he played the chicken shit heel in this whole match. The match started really quick. Jay Lethal got blasted by Matt Hardy with brass knuckles. That was kind of weird. Because Jay Lethal, I will say this. I'm going to keep it a whole 100 with y'all. You know, if I'm going to shit on certain things, I'm going to shit on it.
Respect my authority!
Put some respect on Jay Lethal's name. Why y'all got... Man, listen.
Get the fuck out of here!
If you were to do that to Jay Lethal, he shouldn't have even been in this battle royal. He is better than that. He is a former Ring of Honor world champ. He did not deserve that bullshit that he got today. I just gotta say that. Gotta keep the good with the bad with AEW. Powerhouse Hobbs and Wardlow had a big confrontation where they were literally about to fight each other. Excuse me. Crowd popped big for that. Dante Martin then ran into Lio Rush, but they both got ran over by the big guys. Crowd popped big for that. So MJF eliminated Wardlow, and I think it was somebody else. Wardlow did not like that one bit. Dante Martin turned on Ricky Starks, and that was all she wrote for FTW. Taz was on commentary furious, so he has cut ties with Team Taz and swerved them. So we had a lot of, even though this match wasn't like a crazy good battle royal, it set up a lot of things. Like it set up Hobbs and Wardlow, it set up Leo, it set up Martin versus Team Taz and all of those guys. It set up Lio Rush. It set up Jay Lethal and Matt Hardy. We'll be getting that match soon. This set up a lot of good stuff, and
Perfect.
that was good. Then we had Dante Martin throwing out Ricky Starks. That was the end of the match because two competitors will fight next week. MJF got saved multiple times by the chairman, and then he got saved. I think he got saved by Wardlow one time. So he got saved multiple times. He really didn't do much in the match. All he did was survive, and then he threw out Wardlow when Wardlow was fighting with somebody else, and he threw them both out. I think it was Shawn Michaels style back in WWE back in the day. So that was great. At the end, he leaves. He shook Dante Martin's hand. He left. He was happy. But then Ricky Starks jumped in the ring, started beating the hell out of Dante Martin, and then he was conflicted. He said, do I go back and save him, or do I go? Do I go back and save him, or do I leave? And then the crowd was like, go back, go back. So you know what? He was like,
Do it! Just do it!
then he ran all the way back, and we think he pushes Ricky Starks. Ricky Starks pushes him back. He's gonna save Dante Martin, and
Nope.
nope, he proceeds to beat the hell out of him with Ricky Starks. Hilarious. Because he's a heel, that's what heels do. CM Punk then comes down. After CM Punk comes down, excuse me, I should have drank more coffee. After CM Punk comes down, MJF gets the hell out of Dodge. Ricky Starks get hit with the go to sleep, and that was all she wrote. This segment, first 30 minutes of the show, A1, good shit, cannot complain. Next, we had Jurassic Express versus the Varsity Blondes versus The Acclaimed and 2.0. This was a very, very fun match. Nothing wrong here. The end came when Eddie Kingston denied Daniel Garcia from interfering. Don't you jump up here. He denied Daniel Garcia from helping 2.0 out. Afterwards, Jungle Boy trapped Matt Caster in the snare trap for the win. After the match, the cameras caught up with Eddie Kingston and Ortiz backstage, and they were basically talking to each other, waiting for the heels to get back there, and everybody had a big brawl. The baby faces, get down, get off me. Damn cat always want to be a part of the show. The baby faces and the heels started fighting. The baby faces were left there beat up, but you know what? This made me think about something. Where the hell have Santana and Ortiz been? Proud and Powerful should be on TV. They should be fighting for the titles. The titles should go to them. I know the tag team division is stacked. I know they have they only have 3 hours. They only have 3 hours of TV. I get it. These guys need to be on TV. They are too damn good not to be on TV. And you know what? If we get LAX back, Eddie Kingston, Proud and Powerful, I'm all for that. I'm all for that. Shout out to Isaac. Because Isaac loved that group. And if we get all 3 of these guys, and this what makes me think they're going to have a trios title, because you're getting these little trios all around AEW. You're getting these trios all over the place. So they need to really fix this. Like Proud and Powerful. Where the hell's Private Party? Private Party's not on TV either. I mean, I know you got to rotate people and it's hard to get everybody on TV, but goddamn, it's a good problem to have, but we need to see more of these guys. These guys need to be on TV. Private Party helped build AEW. Like, they were one of the hottest teams, especially, remember when they fought the Young Bucks and won in that first tournament? The A seed beat the 1 seed, or the last seed beat the number 1 seed. That Private Party was made from then on. They had momentum, but they've kind of cooled off in the last year and a half. Next, we had the Best Friends versus the Super Click. The Best Friends with Rocky Romero and Chucky T versus the Young Bucks. This was a great back and forth match. You know, we had a Young Bucks being the Young Bucks, the douchebag Bucks. I love the douchebag Bucks. They had a hot purple on tonight. This was great. The end came when Cole came in and kicked Cassidy in the face. The action broke down. Brandon Cutler sprayed Nick Jackson by accident. Romero took control, got a near fall out of it. The Bucks put him down with the melted driver and beat him. Well, he got out of the melted driver first, but then Matt Jackson ended up reversing one of his moves back into the tombstone position. They got hit with the melted driver, and that was all she wrote. That's good. I haven't seen them win with the melted driver in forever. So I'm glad that they finally won with the melted driver. After the match, everybody started beating down Orange Cassidy and the Best Friends. And then we hear the Best Friends music hit. And lo and behold, we see Sue driving up in the white minivan, and out of the minivan comes Trent. Shout out to Trent. I'm glad that brother's back.
Perfect.
He came back, beat everybody up. Trent got a haircut. He's lean. He's shredded. Looks like he's in the best shape of his life. He left. He was a little bit bigger, but now he's leaned out a little bit, and he's cut the hell up. Shout out to Trent. Listen, we missed Trent, man. The Best Friends, Trent was on a roll before he got hurt. Like last year, 2020, he had the bicep injury. He had the back surgery. He's been out for months. I think like 9 months he's been out, 7, 8, 9 months. So it's good to see him back. I think that is his hometown as well. And the fact that he's back now, you can start keeping the Best Friends, start having them win. We can start incorporating Trent back into the fold, and we could build some stories with them. Maybe they'll get the titles next. Who knows? Trent is very, very good, and it's good to see him off of the back surgery, healthy. Hopefully 2022 he doesn't have the injury bug hit him, because he's been hit with the injury bug and it sucks, but we'll see what happens. Sue, you got to give the people what they want, and they did the big Best Friends hug. And then after that, Sue was brought down by Chris Statlander, and then they got to give the people what they want and had another big hug. The Young Bucks win the match, but Trent coming back to the Best Friends was treated as a big deal, and that was the story of the end of this match. Then we have Jamie Hayter versus Riho. I actually went back and rewatched this match because Jamie Hayter is really good. You know what she is? She's money. I cannot wait for her to get away from Britt Baker and be on her own. Now, she doesn't have to be a babyface, but she's very, very good. Like, remember, I keep going back to this, but remember when we used to shit on the women's division back when AEW first started?
Stop the cap.
Remember that? Remember when the women's division wasn't that good? Now, this women's division is on point. On point. Jamie Hayter is great. We all know Riho's great. We love Riho. But Jamie Hayter is fucking awesome. And even though she lost this match, this to me you could argue this was the best match on the show. The end came when, first of all, Jamie Hayter beat the shit out of Riho for this match. And it was like, god damn. She was beating the hell. Now, Riho is 80 pounds soaking wet. Like, literally. She's probably like 80 pounds. I would be shocked if this girl is over 100 pounds. I would be shocked. But when she gave her the double stomp, that's when this match turned to another gear. So Riho fought back, gave her the double stomp to her gut. And after that, Jamie Hayter gave her a devastating brainbuster. Then she kicked out of that. Then she hit her with a goddamn Uranagi onto her knee, which I looked like it sucked. Not even gonna lie. Then Riho fought back and hit her with a code red that she kicked out of. Then she hit her with the basically a coup de grace double stomp from the top rope for a 2 count. God damn. Then Rebel interfered when they fought for a little while. Rebel interfered when Riho was on the top rope. Jamie Hayter went up there, but Jamie Hayter fell, and she gave her a crucifix bomb. Riho gave Jamie Hayter a crucifix bomb from the top rope, followed by the 2 running knees. I forget what the move is called. It's a Japanese name. I forget it. But she gave her a crucifix bomb from the top rope, followed by the double knees for the win. This match was fire. Shout out to both these ladies. This was awesome. And the end came when after that, Britt Baker attacked Riho and put the lockjaw on her. And that was all she wrote. The heel stood tall. But man, these two are great. Jamie Hayter just keeps getting better. Like, she's gonna leave Britt Baker, and when she finally does leave Britt Baker and goes on her own, she's gonna have great matches with Soho and Jade and Thunder Rosa and Anna Jay, Ty Conti. She's gonna have great matches with all of them. This was great. We also have, speaking of Ty Conti, we had a Ruby Soho interview. She got cut off by the Bunny and Penelope Ford, basically saying that next week on Friday on Rampage, they're gonna beat her up. She ain't got no friends. Then they started to beat her up because Ruby said, "Why wait?" Then Ty Conti came out of nowhere with Anna Jay and basically had steel chairs. They chased them off. This didn't go over well on TV because it's like, if you're gonna have a fight like that, Nyla Rose then came in to jump her as well. If you're gonna have a fight like that and you're gonna have people come in with steel chairs, hit somebody with the damn chair. Like, hit them with the chair and then have them run away. Don't say, I'm gonna hit you. Leave her alone. Leave her alone. Like, no, whack her ass with the chair. I mean, that's what I would have loved to see, but listen, that's nitpicking. I digress. All good. Not gonna be bitching and moaning about that little crap. Next, we had the main event: Bryan Danielson and John Silver. John Silver's hometown. This was a fantastic match. The end came when Bryan escaped a German suplex attempt, but he ended up eating one a little bit later. He gave a gotch style power driver, Minoru Suzuki style, to John Silver. He was basically out on his feet. Before the gotch style, he hit him with a series of just elbow strikes to the head. about 10 or 11 elbow strikes to John Silver's head, hit him with the Gotch style power driver, put him into Phil Nelson. John Silver was out cold. Then he got on the microphone and said, "Listen, Evil Uno, head kicked in. Then who was the second one? The other 5, head kicked in. The other guy, head kicked in. Cocamana, head kicked in. I got it kicking John Silver's head." So he started kicking the shit out of him, and then here comes the Cowboy, come down for the save. And he said, "Next week, I'm going to kick the Cowboy shit out of you." And Hangman Page closed the show, but Danielson got the win, beating all the Dark Order in their hometowns. Crazy how Tony Khan came up with this, and it just fell into place perfectly. That was awesome. Good shit. But that was great. One thing I did fail to mention, Sammy Guevara came out and said next week he's got an open challenge, and Cody comes out with, he was burnt up. You could tell he was burnt up. His arms are still burnt to hell. And he says, "Tony Khan just approved a TNT title match with you and me." And then he says, 2 good guys. He said it's just going to be a match between 2 good guys, And then he teases going into the heel tunnel and then goes to the babyface tunnel. This further proves that he is going to turn heel, and this is the start. Well, this has been started, but the crowd is going to boo him, and he did come out to boos. He is going to turn heel slowly but surely, and he is the delusional heel that thinks he's a babyface. I cannot wait. This is interesting shit. I can't wait to see how Cody eventually just turns heel.
Do it! Just do it!
Cody is very, very interesting in his storytelling, and there's one thing he can do is tell a goddamn story. So I'm grateful that they came to their senses and they have a plan. This lets me know that they have a plan. It's not just, oh, Cody's a good guy, he's a good guy, but we want him to be a bad guy, and like Roman Reigns. No, they have a plan and they know what they're doing. Good shit, Tony Khan. Good shit, Cody. I love this. So, all in all, Dynamite was a good show. Very, very fast 2 hours. The first half an hour literally went like that. It was very quick. So, I cannot wait to see what happens next week. Winter is coming. Another quick fact. In the beginning of the Dynamite Diamond Battle Royal, the lights flickered off and on red. It was like they flickered. Now, the commentary team made no mention of this. They just no-sold it. But could that mean we're getting a surprise next week? Could that mean we're getting Bray Wyatt or Wyndham Rotunda? Could we be getting Wyndham Rotunda next week as a crazy character? Could we be getting Kyle O'Reilly next week? Could we be getting Johnny Gargano next week? Could we be getting a surprise for Winter is Coming? Winter is Coming is probably going to be almost a pay-per-view level show. It's going to be a great show, and I'm very interested to see how they work this out. I love it. I want to see it. Let's go. Love AEW. Keep up the good work. So, with that being said, that's all I got for you guys. Like I said, shout out to Jeff Hardy. Hopefully, he lands on his feet. Everything goes well. Hopefully, he's okay. I'm on my way out of here. Everybody be safe on this beautiful, beautiful, very cold and frigid Thursday morning in New York City. Peace.
Dom the Mongo.